In the annals of history, few tales of courage resonate as powerfully as that of the 300 Spartans. Our story begins in 400 or the 80 BC with the immense Persian army, a force of unparalleled size, sweeping across the lands of Greece. At its head stood the god king Xerxes, a man who believed himself a deity, demanding fealty from all. A Persian messenger soon arrived in the defiant city-state of Sparta, delivering Xerxes' demand: earth and water, the ultimate symbol of submission. But Sparta did not bow. In a legendary act of defiance, King Leonidas, his face a mask of cold fury, condemned the messenger's insolence. He kicked the emissary into a deep, dark well, his roar echoing Sparta's unyielding spirit for all to hear. This single act sealed their fate, setting the stage for a confrontation that would echo through eternity. Leonidas knew he could not face the full might of Persia, with Sparta's entire army due to a religious festival. So, he chose a different path. He gathered his personal guard of 300 elite soldiers, men who had already fathered sons to carry on their lineage. This small band of brothers embarked on a heroic march, crossing rugged mountains and weathering fierce storms. Their destination was the narrow coastal pass of Thermopylae, a strategic choke point where the vast numbers of the Persian army would count for little against Spartan discipline and skill. At the hot gates, the Spartans formed their legendary phalanx, an interlocking wall of shields and spears. Wave after wave of Persian infantry crashed against this impenetrable formation, only to be effortlessly repelled and cut down. The sheer tactical superiority and brutal efficiency of the Spartans were on full display, turning the narrow pass into a grim testament to their martial prowess. The ground became slick with the blood of their enemies. Frustrated by the mounting losses, Xerxes unleashed his best, the feared and revered immortals, his personal guard of elite, masked warriors. A fierce and chaotic battle ensued. The Spartans broke their tight formation, fighting with a wild individual ferocity that shocked the disciplined Persian elite. Against all odds, the 300 stood victorious, leaving the bodies of the so-called immortals strewn across the battlefield. However, the tide turned not by force of arms, but by treachery. A deformed Spartan outcast named Ephialtes, bitter and seeking the favor he was denied by his own people, revealed a hidden goat path to Xerxes. This secret trail allowed the Persians to bypass the main Spartan defense and encircle the hopelessly outnumbered Greeks. Surrounded and with no hope of victory, Leonidas ordered most of his Greek allies to retreat and warn the others, while he and his 300 prepared for a final glorious stand. They fought with the fury of cornered lions, selling their lives dearly for the future of Greece. In his last moments, Leonidas hurled his spear in a final act of defiance at Xerxes, narrowly missing the god king before being consumed by a storm of arrows. Though the 300 fell, their sacrifice was not in vain. Their story of heroism became a rallying cry, inspiring the disparate Greek city-states to unite against the common foe. A year later, a massive, unified Greek army, led by a Spartan general, stood ready to defend their freedom. The legacy of Leonidas and his brave 300 Spartans had been forged, proving that even a god king could bleed, and that the will of free men was a force more powerful than any army.